time to play, what not to say, and spotting a gay. Coming up today on The Point.
Wow.
Hello and welcome to The Point, the only talk show bringing gay and straight men together to see what happens. And hello, everybody.
Hello.
Doug and Zaid are still away together at the same time.
Saucy.
I think we should start a rumor.
I think you just did.
I think you just did. Yes, exactly.
But it's okay because we have YouTuber and first timer on The Point, Adam Carroll.
Hey.
Hey.
Hi.
Welcome.
Thank you for having me. Is this vodka?
Yeah.
No, it's water.
Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Actually, okay, so you're a YouTuber.
Yep.
Well, first of all, what's your channel?
You can just go to youtube.com/Adam Carroll.
And
it's right to me.
And what do you YouTube about?
Usually about my awful dating sex stories. It's usually what comes up. And then I get a message from my mom saying, "Can you make a video that I can watch?" No.
No.
No, I can't.
So
I can't. This is my life.
what kind of sex stories?
Well, my last one was like a masturbation tip, which was about nipple play and how I don't understand nipple play. Like, I don't get it. Like, I
While
don't.
you're masturbating?
Like, masturbating, sex. Like, I've been watching a lot of porn because I'm single, and I found like it tends to be a lot of older people tend to like go for their nipples and play with their nipples, and I'm like, I don't understand why this is happening.
Well,
like,
some
I
are more
don't get
sensitive
it.
than others.
Mine, it just hurts.
Mine don't either, yeah.
Right? It just hurts. I don't get it. And then, yeah, there's a bunch of other ones.
Yeah. Well, I have a nipple ring, and people seem to think that it's a door knocker. Like, oh, I'm gonna grab it, and I'm like, no. Like,
No.
Well, because if you have it pierced, it's more sensitive than the other.
well, but it doesn't mean like.
Well, I mean, I don't know who you're sleeping with, but.
Actually, you do know who I'm sleeping with. And you wrote you're a writer as well.
Yeah.
And what's your book?
I wrote a book called Pawns of Blood and Thunder. It's like a young adult dystopian book. So if you like Hunger Games and
Cool.
So if you like Hunger Games and
Send
like
me
the
a copy.
Sure. I'll also send you the bill.
Damn it, I was trying to get
But that's cool. You are multifaceted.
Yeah, I'm trying. Just trying to be successful. All the
Yeah.
time.
We know Tito's multifaceted, but that's a whole different thing.
Whole other thing.
A whole other thing. Okay,
I knew that was coming.
it's time for. He knew it was coming too. Talking point.
always coming. Like,
Always coming? Is that what you just said?
Talking point number 1. 69 minutes. Okay,
There
so
seems to be a theme these days on The Point.
know.
69, everything.
69. Okay, so the website Eden Fantasies.
Ooh.
Eden Fantasies.
These don't sound like real websites, but
It's a real website, and they surveyed 2,000 people about. They wanted to know things about people's sex lives, but specifically, they wanted to know how much time you spend, on average, in a week having sex. And what they discovered is, yes, it's 69. The average person spends 69 minutes a week having sex.
with other people.
Yeah. I was
With
gonna
other people.
say,
Yes,
yeah.
with other people.
that's a coincidental little
Isn't
number.
that funny? It's not 70, it's not 68, it's 69. So the question is, how many minutes a week do you spend having sex, Tito?
Depends on the week.
Probably more than 69.
Well, like,
How many hours are in a week?
Ah, you shitty bitch! Listen. Let's move on from my personal experience.
well, you're engaged. How many? So you're.
He said once a week last episode.
Yeah, once a week.
Do you guys have like a planned day?
Has it gotten that?
No, but
bad.
there's definitely planned not days. Yeah, where we know for sure things aren't going to happen. But Yeah, I don't know. 69 minutes? I have no idea. I couldn't tell you.
Well, the other thing, and I'm sure you keep track of this, is that Eden Fantasies also found that the average person has sex 108 times a year. So that's like...
That's twice a week, basically.
Well, once every third day, yeah.
Are people like entering this in their calendars?
Well, I mean, it was a survey, and people said...
Gave specific numbers?
I guess.
That's stupid.
Why is it stupid?
Because nobody does that.
How
many minutes a week do you have sex?
Like with another person, no, like probably on average, none. I'm not having sex. It's not. Yeah, thank you. It's not happening. It's not happening. And like 108 times
in a year.
That's a lot. Is that not a lot? That's a lot. That's a lot.
I don't know, Tito. Is it a lot?
Is it a lot to you?
Isn't it like a third of your year?
Yeah.
That's not a lot.
He says into the cup.
I would say that's not enough.
Oh, girl.
Oh, I would agree it's not enough. Sure.
Well, interestingly, and you kind of touched on this, the survey also found that people schedule sex ahead of time. In fact, 52% of people who took the survey admit that they schedule sex with their partner ahead of time.
That doesn't sound very fun.
The average American couple has,
They're scheduling the wheelbarrow, though, so that's...
yes. Actually, 1 in 5 people said that they find scheduled sex to be more romantic than spontaneous sex.
It can
I can
be.
sort of see that.
Yeah, it can.
I mean, if you're gonna go all out with like lingerie and
rose
stuff like
petals,
that.
candles.
Does that happen in real life?
Yeah.
Sometimes,
Can
yeah.
you? That's lovely.
No.
Oh.
Not yet.
Oh, okay.
Well, we know you schedule your sex.
Where are you
To
going
what?
with it?
What? Okay, when can you come over? Okay, 2 o'clock. Wait, when can you come over? Okay, 4 o'clock.
I schedule my sex around my television schedule. There you go.
That's smart.
It's you and Shonda Rhimes scheduling your sex.
Yes.
No,
that right?
but I mean, again, because you're engaged,
Okay.
do you guys schedule things?
We have date nights, right?
Does that mean sex night? Or does that mean like go to the movies?
A little bit of both. So like we'll try to plan like an actual date, and then, you know, there's a good percentage that at least one of us is getting lucky that night.
At least one.
At least one of you.
What?
Do I ask how that works?
Well, one goes to bed and the other one goes and jerks off or something. Yeah. So at least one of us.
That's sad.
Somebody might be tired. Too much wine.
Fair enough.
That's true.
Too
That's
much
true.
wine,
All right.
right?
All right. All right.
Yeah.
Well, the top 5 reasons people say they schedule sex. I don't think it applies to anyone here, but the number 1 reason, 40% said because of the kids.
Yeah.
Number 2, 36% said because their partner is busy. 32% said, I'm busy. 4, they want to have sex. 25% say they want to try to have sex more. So they schedule it so that they know they're going to have it. And 17% said that they and their partner are rarely together. So they have to.
Well, that makes sense. Yeah. If you have busy schedules,
Yeah.
then you schedule it like it's something that is important, right? And so then it becomes a priority rather than, you know, hoping that it just sort of happens.
Right.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that
Fair
makes
enough.
Like, that's for people in relationships. That
Yeah.
whole survey.
Yeah.
If you planned sex for single people, that would be great. Like if you had like times,
I mean,
would love
sometimes
that.
you kind of do
I guess.
What?
schedule when you're single.
Well, yeah, if you're using apps, then like how much of it is like, oh, ready now, go now, and how much of it is, oh, Thursday night, 9 p.m.
Well, it depends. If you have that kind of like friendship or whatever.
It's the best kind.
Yeah. Where if you just have something super casual, like I used to have something where it was like this girl had a kid, but had classes at George Brown Tuesdays and Thursdays. And so Thursday she was like, I'm out of class at like 10. How about I just like every Thursday I come over? And I was just like,
Isn't that great?
all right.
That sounds amazing.
That's
That's perfect.
Yeah.
I applaud that.
Yeah.
I worked out well
Every
for
Thursday
like
at
about
10.
a year. Yeah.
That's wonderful.
Yeah. I would wake up around 10. So
Yeah. Have a little power nap, get ready, get all primed up.
Yeah.
Sadly, they don't talk about scheduling their nipple play.
Oh. Well,
I think you
that's-
like you've been touching your nipples a lot.
I'm trying to understand. It just hurts.
Do you have like inverted nipple?
No, they're just small. I don't have like manly
Like small,
nipples.
like the.
I have like child nipples.
So do I.
You have call me by your name nipples.
Toonies.
I have
Some
perky,
tunes, yeah.
got some
very
tunes.
perky nipples. Like they show up in all my shirts, basically. 'Cause
Nice.
they're just like, yeah. Just out there.
Yeah, I feel like there should be like a laser bit. Pew, pew, pew.
Now I feel like you guys can see my boobs.
What?
Stop looking at me.
Okay, let's stop looking at Tito and go instead to Tito's midpoint.
Okay, so this week we're playing Point of No Return. So there'll just be questions you have to answer truthfully.
Who's up first, me?
You're first.
Yeah.
Me? I'm gonna pick this one. I just have to answer this truthfully.
No lies.
Ooh. What was the last thing you searched on your phone? It was porn, obviously.
Obviously.
Scissoring porn, obviously.
Stop!
No, wait, why were you
Turning the volume way up.
We were just talking about that earlier. I don't know. I just like. I love it.
Why were you talking about scissoring porn?
Because I wasn't talking about it. I was looking it up.
Wait, like here in the
Oh
studio?
no! yeah.
Yeah, we were talking
Well, after we were talking about it, I was like, I wonder what's going on Tubate right now.
You did that right in front of
I'm
me?
just joking.
Wait, but you don't understand scissoring.
We're not getting into this.
No, what I don't understand what you don't understand about scissoring.
Just like the pleasure out of it. You're just like,
They're rubbing their clitorises together, man. Like
you're just vagina humping.
that's where they get their pleasure from, Tito.
I mean, if they're doing it so hard that their clitorises are touching, then yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
I mean, haven't you ever dry humped?
Yeah, I am.
Like frottage?
Yeah, but that's
Frottage.
with clothes on. You're not like dry humping with like.
Yeah, you can dry hump. Like,
Yeah, but scissoring, they're naked and they're just getting pleasure out of.
well, but that's what two guys do if they rub their dicks together.
Listen, let's move on.
I really was hoping that Ori would go into the description all over again.
What? No, what description?
No, you don't.
No, what description?
He says that there's a sound.
There's just like it's really squishy in there and it's super hot, you know? And I don't want to do
Stop.
that. I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it.
There's a sound that it makes, and he's like super into the sound.
Yeah. Well, you've never been with a woman, but like that means you're doing a good job when that happens.
Okay. I'll take your word for it. Okay, Adam, go ahead.
Anyways. Adam.
Yes.
Hey.
Okay, mine is, did your parents ever give you the birds and the bees talk? They did not.
Oh.
They did not.
So how did you learn about
Porn?
said birds and said bees?
Porn. Yeah.
I think a lot of people do.
I think that's like, not to get like super serious, but like I think that's a problem with most, like you look at all like the sexual abuse stuff that's kind of happening in the world, and to me that's because there's a lack of sexuality education in schools.
Right.
Like you look at like Germany, they start sexuality education at age 4, and we barely teach it.
Yeah.
So it's not surprising that like Harvey Weinstein, you know, did what he did. It all sounds like the beginning of a porno.
Yeah.
But in porn, the girl's really into it. But in real life,
Yeah.
they're
No.
not. They're not
Although
into it.
I will say, because one of the Harvey Weinstein things was like he wanted the woman to watch him masturbate into a planter.
Yeah, it's
And
weird.
then she would get like a 3-picture deal. Would you watch somebody masturbate?
To get a 3-picture deal?
Yeah. You don't have to touch. You don't have to do anything. You just have to watch them masturbate.
Yeah?
Yes, I would do it, but like, you know, give me some room to actually consent on that.
No,
Don't just
she
do
had
it.
to. Well, she said no,
Right.
and then it was done.
Yes.
See, but that's the thing. Then if you say no, that means you get nothing and possibly blacklisted. If it
Well,
was
I
like,
mean, yeah, like, look
if
at,
it was like you don't get it, maybe you'd be fine saying no. But if it's like if you don't do it, you're never going to work in this town again.
Yeah, I don't know
Yeah.
if that was
I'm
part of that deal.
sure.
It's
I'm
definitely
sure
like a
that
power.
was part of the
I mean, you look at
conversation.
like Ashley Judd or Mira Sorvino, if I'm saying that right. I'm sorry if I'm not. They were like Ashley Judd had like she was a thriving career in the '90s. Like she was one of like the biggest stars in the '90s, and then after that happened, her career just sort of tanked and she kind of disappeared. I'm a really big Ashley Judd fan, so I could talk about her for hours.
Fury Road, baby, Mad Max.
But yeah. So yeah, no one gave me the birds and the beanstalk.
Oh yeah, that was the question.
All right, my question is, what is something that no one else knows about you?
Uh-oh.
I'm a virgin.
Sorry.
In what way?
Fake news.
Yeah.
Fake news,
What
literally.
kind of-
I don't know how to
Virgin.
answer this question because I'm an open book and everybody knows everything about
Well,
me.
we know that you're open.
Hello.
I don't know how to answer that.
Ding. Open for business.
That is a stupid comment. But yeah, I don't know. I'm super open about anything, so you can ask me whatever.
I actually know things that other people don't know about you, but I won't say it.
What? Give me a
You
hint.
don't want? No, you don't want me to say it.
What is it?
Let's move on. Depends on what kind of tea that is.
Yeah. Oh, it's yeah.
Did you have an imaginary friend growing up? I think I did, but it wasn't like one friend. I think whenever I was in a situation, I would just.
You had an
have-
imaginary community.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's amazing.
Yeah. Like I did a lot of superhero play when I was a kid, right? I was huge into superheroes, read a lot of comic books. So a lot of times I would be a superhero and I would have like my own Justice League. So it wasn't necessarily Superman or Batman, but there would be like other people and superheroes and I would rescue
Gym man.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So I would always like have like whole scenarios.
See, I didn't have an imaginary friend, but you'll laugh at me. I had an imaginary audience.
Of course you did.
It's true.
You still do.
Thank you. Thank you.
Oh, geez.
Shit!
What app on your phone do you waste the most time on?
Oh, if we
Oh,
all
well,
know.
that's obvious.
What?
Scruff.
Yeah, it is.
Waste way too much time on it. Sometimes it's not a waste of time, but
Yeah,
it
well, there you
can
go.
be a big waste of time.
A little bit.
We learned in a recent episode that those apps make people unhappy and depressed
100%.
I watched that episode. This is true.
because we spend too much time, we waste too much time.
I mean, you wake up in the morning and the first thing you get is rejection. That's not going to make you very happy.
So there you
Not gonna make you
go.
very happy at all.
The answer is Scruff. Thank you, Tito,
Hey, you do.
for today's midpoint. And that brings us to talking point number 2. Good segue, Tito. App sense.
What? That was random.
I know it was random, but it was good. It
worked out.
Okay, so according to David Hudson at Gay Star News, these are the
You're going to say David?
David. David Hudson
Okay.
at gaystarnews.com. These are the 5 things that no gay man should ever put on their dating app profile.
Oh God. Go.
Number 1, any mention of being clean. And no, we're not talking about soap. We're equating being HIV negative as clean.
People still say that.
But they shouldn't.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Number 2, a heavily disguised photo.
That's so annoying.
Yes.
Take your glasses off.
Thank you.
Take off your 10-year-old blur. Like, what is this picture?
You meant like wearing like a Halloween mask or something. You just like
Some people do that.
completely different.
Or it's like really bad and out of focus and they're like
Or it's so cropped up close that it's pixelated.
Yes.
Just a picture of a beach and off in the distance is their little.
I don't
whole
understand
body.
that. Like who do people think that they're gonna get? I don't understand.
That's their best picture. What are you gonna do?
Okay.
Ooh.
Number 3, no blacks, Asians, Arabs, whites, whatever.
That gets a lot worse.
Sounds like an
S.
escort thing. Not that I would know.
But it. But it's just my preference. I hear you cry. I mean, there is. I would never. say no this or no that.
Just like not my type.
I mean, there are people who are not my type, but you could be in this category.
Yeah.
I don't. Yeah.
Just don't respond to them. Why?
No.
Why make it? Why make it?
Oh, I
so
don't respond
obvious?
to these
Yeah.
people.
If
No,
you're
I
gonna be
don't.
racist, be a little secretive about it.
Yes, like that's the thing too, that they don't think they're being racist.
Yeah.
That's the problem. They think that, first of all,
It's
you
just like an
haven't met every Asian person,
Yeah.
so you couldn't possibly know if you're not attracted to all Asians. Like that doesn't work. And it's the same thing when people are like, oh, I'm only into like muscular guys. First of all, I'm gonna message you now because you said that. Like, just to see what happens. Like, that's what I'm gonna do. Also, who reads profiles? I don't read profiles.
I don't read
Do you
profiles.
Yeah, I always do.
Do you?
No,
Yes,
I read-
because I hate when people don't read mine. It's like, I have more pictures here. Go here.
Oh,
Do you have any
yes.
more pictures? Bitch.
Bitch, please.
Read them.
Yeah. No, people, and some people write like novellas on their Grindr profile.
Can't
Like,
on Grindr.
Or whatever.
You don't have enough space. Bitch,
Plenty
I
of
know.
fish.
But it's like, I'm not going to read your life story on here. I'm going to
Yeah,
look at
some
your
people's look so
stats and whatever. Number 4, no fats, no femmes.
I don't really see that anymore. Well, more
that's
like
good.
looking for fit only type thing, but
Yeah.
Or masked for, I mean, the same thing is mask for mask.
yeah.
Yeah.
I think people have kind of learned and you see less of it, but it's still out there.
You need proper sexuality education, yo. It all comes back to that.
Yeah. This is interesting. They conducted a poll. We asked people how they would like someone to respond if they sent them an online compliment and the receiver wasn't interested. This is interesting. 55% said a simple thanks and nothing more was enough for them to get the message. Approximately 18% said they actually preferred to receive no reply or be blocked so that they didn't waste their time engaging in pointless chit-chat.
But that's not like, I don't know, sometimes I'll take forever to respond and then somebody's like, well, he's not interested and they block me and I'm just like, bitch, I didn't even have time to respond.
Well, if I'm not interested, I'm not going to respond.
I'm nice and I say thanks or like, thanks for your interest, but I'm not interested, like I'll respond because I'm not an asshole.
No, because if you engage in conversation, then they think that
Yeah, but
that
I mean,
they
it
have
depends
a
on
shot,
how much you
even
say.
if
Right.
they don't.
So you want to lead people on.
I mean,
But it's like, if you say thanks, you too, that's different, that's opening it up. But if you just say thanks, like, that's done.
Thanks, not interested or something like that.
Yeah. or-
yeah, but some people get pissed off if you
Yes.
say you're not my type.
Yes.
Yeah, well, they have.
But they don't know how to, like, they're not, again, we're not taught how to handle that about ourselves.
Right.
We're not taught how to handle rejection.
Yeah.
So, like, yeah, you're gonna flip out. So it's like, you don't know which way to go with it. I agree with you, though. Like, we should be able to say, oh, thank you, but
Yeah.
no thanks.
You should be able to.
Thanks,
Yeah.
but no
I would
thanks.
prefer
Thanks,
that.
but no thanks.
Thanks,
Yeah,
but
it
no
can't be
thanks.
right for everybody.
And
yeah.
the last thing is your age minus a few years. In other words, don't lie about your age. I'll be honest, I used to. I used to knock a few years off, and then people would go, oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
But then I learned, oh, if I tell people how old I really am.
You look great for your age.
You're 50? You look amazing, Daddy. So then I just go with that. I mean, are there on the straight, like the Tinders and all that, are there other things
no
that
idea.
people you shouldn't put this, or do people put?
I think
Too many group photos.
group
is what
photos
I hear, yeah.
is always the pet peeve.
Oh, with like,
Oh, like
Yeah,
the-
Four
so
or
you
five
don't know
people
who it
or
is.
whatever. You're like, who are you? And then they're all like that. You're like, well, which one are you?
It's like a
It's like the
game.
same
You have
three
to-
people on every
gay
picture.
men who put pictures of them and their like best girlfriend.
You don't like that?
But then they like block out their best girlfriend's
They'll
face.
blur it out,
It
yeah.
looks weird.
Really?
Yeah, it looks weird.
That's super strange.
I have a question, actually. I'm wondering, because I know talking to various women on dating apps, if they get a message from a guy, and it's not all of them, but like it happens quite a bit. If they get a message from a guy and they don't respond in a timely manner, they'll get a follow-up message that's usually very, very mean. Like, fuck
From
you.
guys?
Who do or sorry. Yeah.
From guys to girls, yeah, 100% that's
Screw you, Who
happened.
do you think you are? You're not that pretty anyway.
Yeah.
You know, whatever.
Guys do that.
Do you
Yeah.
get that as well?
Oh yeah. I guess. You're too hot to respond or something. You think you're too hot to
Oh, okay.
respond or something? Yeah.
I've never gotten that because I'm not that
Because
hot, but-
because you are too hot to respond.
Yes, you're beautiful. Stop
Well,
that.
to be fair, I don't message people first, so if they message me, it's because they want to talk to me.
You
so
don't message people first.
never.
But,
Really?
but
Fear
if
of
somebody
rejection.
messages you,
Fear of
rejection.
rejection.
Yeah, no, it's true.
yeah,
100%.
if somebody messages you, but you don't message them back within like, just say a day or something, do you ever get like a mean message from them saying, why didn't you
No, because
respond?
I always respond pretty fast.
Oh, okay.
I'm on it.
Yeah.
Ding.
I get my notifications.
Well,
I'm OCD about numbers. I need to get rid of them.
well, you know, we're talking about trying to find people online, but a Malaysian newspaper has published a list of how to find gay people in person. Yes. A leading newspaper in Malaysia has published a checklist to identify gay people.
Oh my Lanta.
Not great. Not great.
Okay, go.
Gay men could be identified by their love of beards.
What?
How do you-
How is that
how
even
do
on the
you-
top of the list?
How do you know if a person loves?
Well, only gay men have beards.
Okay, that's.
But it's not even that. Isn't it like you would be able to tell if a person loves a beard?
Yeah.
Like how are you
Yeah. If I was to just
supposed to
reach
know
out
that, like,
and
that
start
guy likes beards?
caressing
Gay.
random
Gay.
men's beards, then
Yeah, if I
obviously,
went down the
Nope.
street doing
Actually,
that.
bros love their beards more than like
Yeah,
gay guys do.
that's
I
true.
think. It's like, ooh, beard oil. Oh, you like my beard, and it's just like masculine.
Yeah. Branded clothing.
Jesus.
What?
Branded clothing.
So like
Branded
fancy.
clothing.
So
fancy
straight men
clothes.
don't wear branded
Yeah.
clothing.
I think maybe it's just the brands are different. I don't know.
No, I think it kind of goes back to like that back in the day thing where straight men just didn't care.
Right.
They really didn't care, but now it's kind of that's
where they're at in
changing
Malaysia right
100%.
now.
That's where they're at.
Where?
They finally caught up to
What
that.
year was this taken?
This just happened
That's not great.
So Malaysian, like
in Malaysia.
mentality.
But this is my favorite. This is my favorite. Going to the gym, not for exercise, but to check out other men.
That's literally me. That's literally me. 100%. I'll go on like maybe the treadmill for like an hour. Yeah,
Just
don't
walk.
follow me on Snapchat because that's all it is. It's just videos of hot
like a
guys
Zoom, like hashtag daddy.
looking at 100%. And I do it at work too. That's not great.
So you realize if you go to a gym in Malaysia,
can't
they'll
go.
be able to pick you out.
I shouldn't go to Malaysia.
Yeah.
I really shouldn't.
But
As you're there wearing like
Yeah.
a Tommy Hill or whatever, I don't know, some kind of branded thing.
Right.
Just caressing some random person's beard.
I love your beard. It's so nice.
gay men's eyes also light up when they see handsome men.
Well, that's true. Who
But
wouldn't?
this is how lesbians can be identified.
Oh God. I'm gonna go. I just want to. I can't wait to hear these. Yeah.
Okay,
gonna-
I
this is gonna
hear
be
the
amazing.
scissoring sound effect in my head.
Hey, go, hurry up.
If they
I'm
hug
sorry.
other women,
Hug other women.
God.
What?
Is this real?
holding hands with other women.
That's
Well,
like
maybe.
I
I
guess
see
in
old
Malaysia.
Asian women do that all the time.
Yeah.
What?
And
Yeah.
lesbians, it says if there's a woman who belittles a man, that's how you know she's a lesbian.
100%.
Every
And-
stand-up comic, every female stand-up
Literally,
comic.
literally.
Yeah.
And so you know homosexuality is illegal in Malaysia and punishable by up to 20 years in
Oh
prison.
my God, is it?
There you go.
Well,
that's not great.
they need to get better facts. If they're
They need
putting
to get
people
woke.
in jail.
Yeah. Holy crap.
Tito, Bop of the Week.
Oh my God. Bop of the week is Sean Paul and David Guetta featuring Becky G, and it's called. Let me just.
Gotta find it there.
Mad Love.
Mad love.
Yes.
That's
Sean
how-
Paul, somebody give it to.
So I'm gonna give it.
Mad beard love.
Yep.
Mad beard love. Mad scissoring noises.
You're gross.
I'm not doing it.
Okay. If you're watching us on YouTube, please subscribe to us on YouTube. Costs you nothing, helps us greatly. Press the red button. Also, press the bell to get notifications when our new show comes out. New episode comes out. You can also check us out on Revry, the world's largest online LGBTQ streaming service, Revry.tv. Check us out there as well as all of their great original content. You can also help us by going to our crowdfunding site, Patreon, patreon.com/thepointguys. Our audio podcast is available on On iTunes, check us out there. I made Andrew, the camera guy, laugh so much that he bumped the camera. That's what I was laughing at. You can let us know what you're thinking by emailing us at thepointguys@gmail.com. But if you're too young to know what email is, you can also follow us on Facebook and Twitter. Because people tell me I'm hashtag Fred is old because I give out the email address when nobody uses email anymore. They just message on Facebook and Twitter.
No, people definitely email.
I love
The
my
Point
email.
Guys.
I love emailing too.
Yeah.
Adam,
Yeah.
where can people find you online, even though they said they shouldn't follow you on Instagram?
So youtube.com, Snapchat, youtube.com/Adam Carroll, and for Instagram it's the Adam Carroll, and for Twitter it's Adam Carroll. It's a lot.
Snapchat?
It's
It's
Adam Carroll.
yeah, that's Twitter. Snapchat, if you want to see me go to the gym and look at how guys, is Let's Have a Moment, which is my old YouTube channel.
Oh,
Cute.
Yeah.
cute.
Yeah. Yeah.
Cute.
Yeah.
And the name of that book again?
Ponds of Blood and Thunder.
Cool.
Yeah, check that
I'm
out.
gonna look that up.
Do
Thank-
it. Do
thank
it.
you,
Is there a
Adam?
sequel coming?
Yes, later this year. Yeah.
need to get
Hopefully. Catch up, yo.
Thank you, everybody. We have a new show every Tuesday, so we will
See you next Tuesday.
on The Point.